Jay.
Hi, Brittany. How are you? Hey, Wes. I'm going to be starting shortly. Um, just giving Instagram a few minutes to get on, and then I'll be covering live stream and Instagram together. Hope everyone is having a great night so far and had an amazing day today. And I am so looking forward to sharing some nighttime rituals you can do every night to kind of bring your mind and body and your whole system together. Hey guys, as you're joining, just drop your name so I can connect your Instagram account and your name together, and we'll get started in just a few seconds. Tonight's live is going to be an extension of how to let your skin glow, how to glow through the holiday season. And tonight I'll be covering a few things that you could do right before you go to bed so that it can help you to prepare your mind and body to sleep, because you know a lot of people have sleeping disorders. They have trouble falling asleep easily. So I'm going to cover some tips that you guys can do to kind of get that together. And my eye is really acting up. How are you? Okay, so let's get started. Thank you, those that are on from Instagram and those that are on from Facebook. Thank you for joining and taking a few minutes out of your night to be on with me tonight. I am Donata, your virtual skin therapist, coming to you and educating you all things regarding mind, body, and skin. You know I'm very passionate about, especially anything that affects the skin. So anything, any topic that comes remotely near to affecting skin, which is everything you can imagine, I'm here teaching you about it. So I'm very excited that you guys are on and watching. For Facebook, I'll be posting it after after the live, and for Instagram, I'll be sharing it after the live stream so that those that didn't get a chance to jump on tonight can definitely watch on the replay. So a few things that you can do to help you to get your mind ready before you go to sleep. One is journaling. Journaling is so important. Journaling, people use it to express their feelings. People use it to pour themselves into, you know, things you can't talk to people about. You write it down on your journal. So journaling is amazing for so many different things. But most importantly, it's really, really good for people that have trouble falling asleep. So what I used to do when I wasn't able to fall asleep easily, and some people's mind just go on and on and on, and it's almost like you want to be able to turn off a light switch and shut it off, but you can't because you have everything from the day that's going through your mind, everything that you need to do the next day, and just so much happening in your mind, you can't seem to shut it off. What I used to do was go to sleep with a notebook next to me, a notebook and a pen, and literally while I'm sleeping, if something is running through my mind, I know if I didn't write it down in the journal that I would not be able to fall asleep. So although the lights were off in the room, my eyes was closed, I had a notebook and a pen right next to me. And as I'm sleeping, the thoughts coming through my mind, I didn't even open my eyes. I just reached for the pen next to me, and it would be in my bed. I'd reach for the pen next to me and write on the journal whatever is running through my mind. So what that allowed my mind to do was create what I like to call white space. And yeah, I think I heard it from either Gabrielle Bernstein or Marie Folliot. They used the term, or somebody that I used to watch or seen their blog. They used the term white space. So our mind is crowded and boggled down with so many things that we forgot to do or we want to do, or if you own a business, you have so much that you're thinking about your mom, you have so much you got to do with the kids. When you're sleeping and you have all that going through your mind, if you just jot it down, then what you're doing is creating white space. You're transferring what's in your mind to your pad. So you don't have to continuously keep thinking about it because you've already transferred it out of your mind to the journal. And tomorrow when you wake up, you could wake up lighter knowing, okay, I didn't have to try to remember all this during the night. I can look at my journal and read what it is that I had to do. So definitely, especially have issues falling asleep quickly, you want to get in the habit, or even before you go to sleep. My way of doing it was writing it while I was sleeping. So I'd wake up and everything is like sideways on the paper because I was writing scribbly and I'd had to figure out what I was writing. But if you even take 10 minutes before you go to sleep and take your journal and say, okay, what did I need to get out of my mind today? Let me create some white space before I go to sleep. Then you don't have to journal it during your sleep. But you know, still sometimes stuff pop up while we're sleeping. So if you just have a notebook and a pen next to your bed, you jot it down real quickly. I guarantee you that little routine every night will help your mind to become more free, and you're not having to fight while you're sleeping to remember things the next day when you're waking up, and then you can have a more peaceful night's sleep. So definitely one tip that I would share with you for your nighttime routine: journal and start to create some white space in your mind. Another thing, make sure you drink a little bit of water before you go to sleep. Not a lot, because of course you don't want to be using the bathroom throughout the night, but you definitely want to drink a little bit of water, especially if you don't hydrate. You're not one to hydrate a lot during the day. Get a cup of water to drink so that it can start flowing through your system. So when you do wake up, some of the toxins that's accumulated in your system while you're sleeping, you can go ahead and flush that out first thing in the morning. So if you're able to start with 1 cup, maybe 2 cups the max, so you're not using the restroom too much, definitely drink some water before you go to sleep. And if I remember correctly, I read how drinking 2 cups of water before you go to sleep helps to decrease heart attack and stroke. And I guess that's because it's aiding. Hi, Destiny, how are you? It's helping your system to flow throughout the night. So that's another tip that I can share with you. And guys, those of you that are just jumping on after I started, my topic tonight is how to glow through the holiday season. I'm continuing the series, and I'm talking about tips that you can do as a nighttime ritual to help you to start preparing your mind and body to go to sleep seamlessly and smoothly at night. So the first one was journal. The second one is drinking 1 to 2 cups of water. The third one, of course, is creating a facial regimen. And for those that have trouble falling asleep, definitely take a few minutes and watch the replay, because that's the first topic I covered. So definitely do that. Hi, Liz. How are you? So the third one is creating a facial regimen at night. And I kind of touched on that over the last 2 days. Something really simple. You definitely want to wash your face at night. You want to take all the impurities that your face has collected throughout the day, and you want to wash that off. Those that wear makeup, you want to definitely wash your face off. Just number one, for your skin's sake, but also have that nighttime routine. Every time you wash your face before you sleep, your body's already knowing, okay, it's time to prepare to go to sleep. Wash your face, moisturize, do a little facial massage. I showed you guys that the last two nights, little facial massages that you can do to help tone your skin. All this is anti-aging things that you're doing to your face. So take a few minutes and bring the blood circulating to your skin, which helps your face to become very supple and stay hydrated, because you're bringing the blood circulation to your skin. So that's another tip. Your nighttime ritual can consist of your facial regimen. Wash your face, moisturize, and do a little facial massage. For those of you that has purchased my jade roller, then you're washing your face with your pine tar soap, you're moisturizing with your scar butter, and you're using the jade roller to not only penetrate the scar butter that you've already applied to your face, but you're using the jade roller because that's an anti-aging tool. So that's tip number 3. Create a facial regimen. And take your time when you're doing it. It's not something real quick, boom, 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 wash your face and go to bed. No, use that as a time to de-stress, pamper yourself before you go to sleep. A great thing to do before you go to sleep too is also, you're welcome. When you're using products at night, you want to use the products that are a little heavier. So the serums are very good at night. If you have a cream that's thicker, use it at night, because during the day you want something light, but at night you want something that's a little thicker because it allows more coverage during the night, and your face will continue to absorb it over the 8 hours, whatever's not left on your pillow by pressing. But your face gets to eat that up and absorb it over the 8 hours. So your thicker products, use it at night. So that was journal, water, facial regimen, phone. I know we live in a world of technology, and listen, I am horrible with this. Always being on your phone right before you go to sleep. It's like I need to figure out what is that last thing I'm missing right before we go to bed. And honestly, the best thing to do to help you with your nighttime regimen, and not only to help calm your body and your mind, but your brain, you're helping to train your brain to say, okay, it's time to go to sleep. If you were able to get off your phone 1 to 2 hours before you go to sleep. I know it's hard, but that's something you could definitely try and see how it can work into your schedule, because the thing is with having electronics in your eyes right before you go to sleep, our body creates what you call melatonin. And once it starts to get dark outside, we have melatonin telling us, okay, it's time to start preparing to go to sleep. You'll notice you get a little bit sleepier. But when we have the technology in our face before bed, that's throwing off our system. So it's like your body wants to start settling down for sleep, but we have this in our face, and then our eyes is, you have the bright light in your eyes, so it's like your brain is like, no, stay up. So your body is fighting because it wants to go to sleep, but the devices in our face is keeping us up. And what happens is there's a blue light that penetrates from our equipment to our brain. So having that in our eyes late at night, your light is off in the room, and you have the bright light from the phone, is not healthy for your organs, number one, and that's something I could get into. I studied a little bit of traditional Chinese medicine, and one of the things were how the phones affects our liver. So you definitely want to protect your organs the best way you can. So if you have to have the phone in your face at night, be sure your light is on in your room, so the phone is not the only bright light straight into your eyes. So definitely, if you can't get off your phone 1 to 2 hours before you go to sleep, that's understandable. But maybe at least 30 minutes, you can put your phone down, and then you kind of maybe open a book or journal, like I said, or go do your facial regimen. And before you go to sleep, don't even touch the phone, because whatever is there, you're not going to miss it during the night. You can catch it the next day and go to sleep. Also, if you're this is one thing I think I've learned about 2-3 years ago. Be mindful how much technology you have in your room. So Destiny, I'm going to get to your question. I don't have any TV in my room. I have a rule that I don't even have a computer in my room. Now, there are times I'll go in my room with my laptop. There's times I will go in my room with my iPad, but I never charge my equipment in my room, and I definitely don't have any standstill equipment in my room. So just by that, all the radiation that's coming from all the equipment, you have to be mindful about that too, because and I'm probably gonna be off, but we have negative ions and the electricity have positive ions. Those are not interacting, and the synergy is not healthy for us at all times. So you'll notice people will have what you call pink Himalayan salt lamps. And the salt lamps, I wish I had one around me to show you. The salt lamps helps to pull those ions away from our body, because being exposed to that all the time is not healthy for us. If you really sit down and think about it, our generation is probably the first generation that's had cell phones for so long. The next generation, when I look at my niece and my nephew that are 3 and 4, they are really the first generation that's had these type of equipments so young. So we still don't know what the effects these type of equipments have on our body and our brain. So little things that you could do every night to kind of pull it away. Don't charge it in your room. When you're sleeping, if you have your phone on you, don't have it on your bed. Like, I like to put my cell phone on the floor. I tell my kids all the time, do not sleep with the cell phone under your pillow. That's just too much radiation next to your head. Put it on the floor. So little things and change things you can do to change what you do every night so that it can help protect your mind, body, and skin. So it was journal, water, facial regimen, trying to get off the phone either a few hours or definitely a few minutes before you go to sleep. Take a book and read. If you're one that likes to read, or if maybe you're not one that likes to read, try to find a book that interests you. If you want to start a business, if you want to be a better parent, if you want to find the right husband, whatever it is, try to find a book that you connect with and take 10 to 15 minutes before you sleep to read a book. That allows you to feed your mind and feed your brain. I love to read. I love to learn. I love to research. So I don't know what life would be like for me to never Google and research a topic, or never pick up a book to read, or never want to learn. I don't know what that life would be like. But if you're one that don't tend to try to feed your mind when it comes to knowledge-wise, start trying to implement that into your life. Pick a subject that you would like to know about and get a book and start reading it, and do it before you go to sleep, and have that as part of your nighttime ritual. Those that like to take bath, thank you. Those that like to take bath, another way to calm your mind, body, and spirit before you go to sleep, and your skin, take a warm bath. Put a few essential oils, lavender, geranium, else is more calming? Rose, neroli, jasmine, all those essential oils, sandalwood, they're very calming. They're very grounding. So if you want to like to take a warm bath, take your warm bath, put a few essential oils on it, essential oils in the bath, and that will help to calm your mind, body, and skin, because of course the essential oils are being penetrated through your skin and feeding your skin, and whatever effect that essential oil has, it's affecting your mind and body. So that's another way that you can start a ritual before you go to sleep to get you ready before bed. And the last one you can do, and if you could even start one tonight, that would be cool. As a matter of fact, if you could start one tonight and send me a DM and let me know what you did, that would be amazing. But here's something else that you can do. Our hands and our feet is a reflection of our body. So I'm not familiar with the reflexology of the hands, but I'm more familiar with the reflexology of your feet. But there's certain parts that you touch. You're touching the heart, you're touching the liver, you're touching the kidney, you're touching the brain, you're touching your thyroid. So if you want to look into what areas you're touching, that's fine. But honestly, you just take a few minutes and at night and you just massage your hands. You take a few minutes and massage your feet. And that alone, you're touching and you're massaging every organ in your body. You do a little tapping. Get your circulation going. You do little routines like that before you go to sleep. It may not seem anything big at the time that you're doing it, but you continuously do it every night. You'll start realizing that your mind and body... Mommy. You'll start to realize that your mind and body starts to get ready before you go to sleep. Where's my mom? She's not here. I'm doing a live stream, okay? Okay. You want to go? Yeah. All right, bye-bye. So... just to recap, and those that are just joining, definitely watch the replay. I gave a lot of good nuggets of things you can do before you go to sleep. I recap, let me read this. When I put the scar butter on at night, I can wake up and go without. You're asking me, Destiny, or you telling me? Was that a question? When I put the scar butter on at night, I can wake up and go without moisturizing. When I put stuff at night, I can wake up in the morning and not do anything to my face. Because when I wash and moisturize, my face is still supple in the morning. But I know not everybody's face is like that. Some people's face are really, really, really dry, so they have to wash and moisturize again. And some people are really oily, so they have to wash and moisturize again to remove some of that oil, some of the oil on their face. But for me, I can wash my face and moisturize and not have to worry about doing it again in the morning. My face, of course, is still clean and my face is still moisturized. Now, the rare times I go work out in the morning or go walking, after that, I will wash my face and moisturize for the day. But I never have to wash first thing in the morning. So if you notice your skin doesn't have to, you don't need that extra wash in the morning, that's perfect. You don't need to touch your face. You just clean your eyes and you go. If you put on makeup, you put on your makeup and you go. So I just want to recap the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tips that I shared tonight. Topic again was how to glow through the holiday season. You know the holiday season can be very stressful, and when we're stressed and we don't sleep well and we don't hydrate, that reflects on your skin. Speaking of skin, I'm having a ton of issues myself right now with my skin, but I know it's because I haven't been drinking enough water and I've been under a lot of stress. So stress, hydration, and lack of sleep will definitely do a number on your skin, and that all that happens around the holiday season. So my topic series has been how to glow through the holiday season, and tonight's topic was things you could do at night to create a nighttime ritual, which again, number 1 was journal, number 2 was drink water, number 3 was create a facial regimen, number 4 was to turn off your phone or get off your phone 1 to 2 hours before. Number 5, pick up a book to start reading. Number 6, take a warm bath using essential oils. You can use bath salts, Epsom salt, pink Himalayan salt, Dead Sea salt. Feed your skin minerals that it's lacking. That is a topic all on its own, so I'm definitely going to do that. Give yourself a hand and foot massage and definitely have your energy flowing through your body. So I hope that you guys walked away with some nuggets. Again, those that are on Facebook, I'm going to post it after the live stream. And those that are on Instagram, I'm definitely going to share it. And it will be up for the next 24 hours as a replay on Instagram. Thank you guys for joining me. I truly appreciate it. My name is Donata Joseph, your virtual skin therapist. May you have a blessed and great night. Bye.